Why are we the gods waiting for us? No, wait! We're not rebels! Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm. Lokir of Rorikstead.
No! I'm not a rebel! You can't do this!
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me!
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You the... You are not with the Thalmor embassy, are you, High Elf? No, that can't be right. Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains are returned to the Somerset Isle. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines upon you.
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
Learn our... As you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the High Elf!
Here it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner!
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries, what do you see?
It's in the clouds!
Dragon!
Guards, get me down people to ship! Hey, come on! The dogs won't get us into the chance! This way!
What is that thing? Could the legends be true?
Legends don't burn down villages.
We need to move, now! Up through the tower. Let's go! This way, friend. Move!
We just need to move. Get back!
See the inn on the other side? Jump through the roof and keep going.
Go! We'll follow when we can.
Don't look! Hammond, you need to get over here! Now! That boy, you're doing great! Toro! God! Everyone get back! Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense.
Gods guide you, Hadvar.
Stay close to the wall! and me, prisoner! Stay close! Rayla, you damn traitor! Out of my way!
We're escaping, Hathor. You're not stopping us this time.
Fine. I hope that dragon takes you all to Sovngarde. With me, prisoner. Let's go.
We'll meet again in Sovngarde, brother. Looks like we're the only ones who made it. That thing was a dragon, no doubt. Just like the children's stories and the legends. The harbingers of the end times. We better get moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. You may as well take Gunnar's gear. He won't be needing it anymore. All right. Get that armor on, and give that axe a few swings. I'm going to see if I can find some way out of here. Ah, this one's locked. Let's see about that gate. Damn, no way to open this from our side.
It's the Imperials. Take cover.
Get this gate open.
For Alfred!
Maybe one of these Imperials had the key. Unlock that door and let's get out of here. That's it. Come on, let's get out of here before the dragon brings the whole tower down on our heads. Dragon doesn't give up easy.
Grab everything important and let's move. Dragon's burning everything to the ground.
I just need to gather some more potions.
That's it. Not
A storeroom. See if you can find any potions. Eat them. Done? Let's get moving. Trolls' blood. Hear that? Come on.
This what you want?
Was Jarl Ulfric with you?
No. I haven't seen him since the dragon showed up.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage. It's locked. See if you can get it open with some picks. We might need that gold once we get out. Grab anything useful and let's go. Better to stick together down here.
Orders are to wait until General Tullius arrives.
I'm not waiting to be killed by a dragon. We need to kill them.
Over here. Finish this. You can't beat me.
Send offering my regards.
That takes care of that.
Let's go on ahead. See if the way is clear.
Watch in case Ulfrid comes through. I suppose the
Let's see where this goes. Better push on. The rest of them will have to find another way out. The other. That doesn't go anywhere. Guess we'd better try this way. I hate those damn things. Too many eyes, you know?
Hold up! There's a bear just ahead. See her?
I'd rather not tangle with her right now. Just try to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow. And watch where you step. Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. Might take her by surprise. Go ahead. I'll follow your lead and watch your back. Almost there. Phew. That was close. That looks like the way out. I knew we'd make it. Wait! There he goes. Looks like he's gone for good this time. No way to know if anyone else made it out alive. But this place is going to be swarming with Imperials soon enough. Better clear out of here. My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood, just up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today. What are you doing that for? It's Ulfric. See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. I never understood how my sister could stand living in the shadow of that place. I guess you get used to it.
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
Looks
It
like
was as
nobody
big as
here
the
knows
mountain
what
and
happened.
black as night.
Come on.
It flew right over the barrel.
Probably working in her lumber mill.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
You'll see. It was a dragon. It'll kill us all, and then you'll believe me. Nobody believes me, but I tell you, I saw a dragon.
Papas isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
Whatever you need. Buy Izmir if it's simple and strong. I can forge it. Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. The finest weapons and armor. Girder's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago. She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill. I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. Mm-hmm. Not bad. Reminds me when I first started smithing. What? You looking for a new blade? Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there. Good day. I could forge you a warhammer that would crush a giant head like a walnut. This looks good. You put time into your blades. They'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. Mm-hmm. You the sneak? Good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps, fittings, that kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. All right, then. Whatever you need. You looking for a new blade? Mm-hmm. Iron and steel, mostly. I might even have some of your fancy elven pieces lying around somewhere. I could forge you a war. You the sneaky type? Huh. I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. All right. Yes? You have talent. Keep working at your craft, and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh? Looking to protect yourself, or deal some damage?
You lost? I'm spoken for, you know, so don't get any ideas.
My father is Alvor, the blacksmith. Someday, I'm going to forge my own sword.
New to Riverwood? If you're looking for work, go see Hod at the mill.
Greetings, Brother Elf. Good to see a familiar face so far from home. I'll show you what I know. He's a bard, so he says. Occasionally, he finds time to do his job here at the mill. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camilla Valerius to marry him. As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I hope. I've been thinking. Maybe Camilla needs a little help seeing Sven for what he is. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly. All right, then.
Lucan over in the Riverwood Traders says thieves broke into his store. Strange. He says they hardly took anything. Here's the key to the house. Stay as long as you like. If there is anything else you need, just let me know. There is something you could do for me. For all of us here. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt. I'm glad to help any way I can. Cross the river and then head north. You'll see Whiterun on its hill as you pass the falls. Jarl Balgruuf? I don't mean to be disrespectful, as he's ruled Whiterun Hold well for years, but he seems in over his head now. He's been trying to stay out of the war, but it can't last. He's going to have to pick a side. I'm afraid he's going to make the wrong choice. I wouldn't say that. But he and Ulfric have been at odds for years, and I'm afraid Balgruuf will end up siding with the Empire because of it. But it's hard to believe that even Balgruuf would choose Elisif over Ulfric. Of course, Ulfric's cause is just. It's time for Skyrim to rid itself of the Empire. The Empire may have been good for Skyrim once upon a time, but those days are long past. Banning the worship of Talos was the last straw. Thalmor everywhere, dragging people off for honoring our own gods. I'm glad Ralof is helping drive them out of here. If I was a bit younger, I might have joined the fight myself. It's my mill. Some folks thinks it's my town too, but it ain't. The Jarl in Whiterun owns the land and the town. I just pay the taxes. I suppose she's Jarl Elisif now. She married High King Turig just before Ulfric killed him. The Empire supports her claim to be High Queen. I don't really have anything against her. Not her fault that her husband Turig was bought and paid for by the Empire. But she's nothing but a puppet for the Empire now, with her husband Turig dead. Ulfric will make sure she never takes the throne as High Queen. Some say murdered, but it was a lawful challenge in the old way. Ulfric called him out as a traitor to Skyrim, and killed him in single combat. If Turig couldn't defend his throne, he had no business being High King. No, not until the moot meets to choose another, and it won't meet until one side or the other wins the war. Don't worry, though. Ulfric is our rightful High King. He'll drive out the Empire, and Skyrim will have peace at last. And by supplies, I suppose you mean weapons and armor? Alvor can help you out. He's our blacksmith. All right, then.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics. No thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. If you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town. Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
Well, no, by the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the building.
Borgnar, are you...
Feindal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him.
Need to get a new badge.
Sure.
You hear me?
What can I do for you?
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after
Oh,
all.
you look like a
Make sure we
traveler.
get a fresh batch in.
Truly? So maybe my mother isn't crazy after all. You had best tell the Jarl in Whiterun. He needs to know about this. What is this? The elf playing at treachery? Shocking. As if I would write this dribble. How about we play a bit of a turnabout with Feindal? Here. I had to use simple words, but this letter should convince Camilla it's from him. At the Bard's College in Solitude. They train bards and skalds like myself. If you go there, talk to Viarmo. He's the headmaster. Lucan's got a little bit of everything at the Riverwood Trader. If you need weapons or armor, see Alvor, the blacksmith. All right, then.
What are you staring at?
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. Mm-hmm. Need a room? Talk to Delphine. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. There have been whispers. A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino, been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood.
First songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red.
Looking to blow yourself up? I hear that's what magic does to you. There's a college in Winterhold that teaches magic, unless that blew up too. Be a lot safer just to have the Jarl's wizard teach you a thing or two. Long as you clean up, you know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too. Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
Mm-hmm.
And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more. What?
You're a strapping young man. Don't be a stranger. What are you talking about? What's in the letter? Oh my. He wanted me to think Fandal wrote this? Thank you for telling me the truth. Could you talk to Fandal as well? I'm sure he'll want to thank you for standing up for him. Good luck. Lucan and I will be waiting for you back in the shop.
Tell me as soon as you've given Camilla the letter. Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose, for a Nord village. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill. Lead the way.
Can I help you?
You looking for a new blade? Gerder's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago. She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill. Iron and steel, mostly. I might even have some of your fancy elven pieces lying around somewhere. I could forge you a warhammer that... I see no harm in it, if you have the skill.
My girl likes to work the forge with... All of that blacksmithing. It's not good for a little girl. Ain't... Dorothy needs to spend more time in the garden. I could use the help.
You the sneaky type? Got some nice...
We got rooms and food. Need a room? Take a look. Mm-hmm.
You're that visitor been poking around. Word is Ulfric Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. War's only going to get worse now.
You looking for a new blade? Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Aye.
Snow with your blood.
What? You looking for the finest weapons and armor? Until next time.
I'm glad to help any way I can.
Out of my way, stranger. Got any ale or mead? Until next time.
Here we are. I was looking for that elf. I couldn't see him. Sorry about that. Oh, okay, thank you.
This ends now.
Must have run off. What do you need? The Circle are the ones who parcel out the jobs. That's Ayla, Skjor, and the brothers, Farkas and Vilkas. Kodlak advises them, but he doesn't really give orders. Are you kidding? I've wanted to be with them since I was a little girl. Haven't you heard the stories of Kodlak and Skjor fighting off the 101 orc berserkers? Skjor says it was more like 40, but he's just being modest. Where else would I want to be but here? Learning from them, fighting at their sides. Only the most famous warrior band in all of Skyrim. Have you been living with the Horkers? When we arrive, blood is spilled and our blades sing to the glories of Ysgramor. This is life, brother. The struggle is what reminds us to draw breath.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, brother. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Fight with us and you'll have stories to tell. Come up to Jorvaskar, if you're worth anything in a fight.
You look strong. Come to Jorvaskar and be a companion. I'm here to help. Too confusing for me. Empire, Nords, Talos, who cares? Just tell me who needs bludgeoning. Vilkas and I have been here since we were little whelps. Our father Jurgen raised us here. Even Vigner couldn't remember companions younger than us. The companions are my family. We fight so that other people don't have to. We bring honor and glory to ourselves and each other. Kodlak is the one who figures out who can be a companion, so talk to him. It's out of my hands. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and there's a nasty feud between two families called the Greymanes and the Battleborns. You'll want to be careful there. The rest you can find out by asking the townsfolk. Start with the barkeep at the Bannered Mare or the Castle Steward. Until next time.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job.
What do you need?
But don't expect a miracle.
The Circle are the ones who parcel out the jobs. That's Ayla, Skjor, and the brothers, Farkas and Vilkas. Kodlak advises them, but he doesn't really give orders. Mm-hmm.
Got some good... I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. You're Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks. Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary. The finest weapons and armor. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horror brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons? World's gone mad, I say.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak.
What's on your mind?
Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
Greymane or Battleborn? Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment I laid eyes on you. Long live the Empire. Thinking I need to train some more.
God might get nervous. Huh?
I work for Bellathor at the General Goods Store.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death. Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun? Truly? By sure, this city could use more like you. Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. He's Lord of Whiterun, and can set you on the path. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorvaskr. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda. She'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one.
These fruits and vegetables are disappointing, Carlotta.
Ah, man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman? I miss the days when the Greymanes and Battleborns got along. Ever since the war started, we've been at each other's throats.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. Oh yes, hunting is my great passion. That's why my brother and I opened a shop to sell hunting supplies. It's the Drunken Huntsman, down by the main gate. He tends the store, and I've got this stall. Good hunting.
Did you raise your prices, Carlotta?
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Embrace the word of mighty Talos, he who is both man and divine.
I know your family's honor is important to you.
Be glad you're here in the city and not out in Riverwood. Those poor sods don't even have a wall.
And I can't get the sword on my own.
Mister, could you spare a coin? Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
Just need to hire one, maybe two good men.
It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much. Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh, well. Thanks anyway, I suppose.
Are you married? Here you stand, talking to a married woman. Why? Am I that interesting? Or perhaps there are other things on your mind.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. Oh, it took years. But I earned my way to the top. I own Chilfaro Farm, you see. A very successful business, obviously.
That's right. I said coward. Oh, yes. He agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it
the White Gold Concordat.
Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here, and in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is upon my lips, his voice in my throat. And there...
Okay, I'm popping off for a few minutes. You can see my next video for more. Thanks.